Who would you say would benefit from working with a care manager, or also known as an aging life care specialist, right? It sounds like people with families where they may not be nearby. Can you define that maybe a little bit more?
Yeah. The groups that I think of are local people who just don't have any support system. Their family is all at a distance, and that's when it's very helpful. It's helpful for those family members as well. It gives them peace of mind. There are lots of people who don't have family, who didn't get married, who didn't have children. One of the things we have to do is develop trust, and we do get trust relationships with the people that we work with. So that's another group. There are people locally that I work with who are working, and they have parents here. They've moved their parents here to be closer to them, but they realize they just don't have the time. They don't know all the resources. And so they will ask us for some help, even though they live near them. And another group is often couples where one is impaired and the other isn't. And the one spouse is overwhelmed with caring for the other. And often it is with some form of dementia. You know, I deal with a lot of people with different diseases, but probably the most common is with some type of dementia. You know, the other thing we see is, physically, when it's a wife caring for a husband, she just cannot physically do some of the moving that has to be done. And, I tell them, I don't want both of you on the floor. You can't help him get out of the wheelchair.
Right.
And, I've had it happen where, the wife and the husband are both injured and we have to call for help for both of them.
Caregiver burnout, right? It's a very, very real thing. And oftentimes we do see that the caregiver, they might need care sooner than later because they are exhausting themselves in caring for a family member.
It's the same thing with the airplane. They tell you to, if you have a child, the oxygen masks come down. You take the air, then give it to your child. You've got to, as a caregiver, you have to come up for air sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely need a break in order to continue to be able to care for another person and for your own health. Yeah.
Yes.